Today we're gonna do a reaction. Okay? Reaction today, not nothing too like major or anything, but just a reaction. I've been wanting to react to this for like, I don't know, ever since I've seen the video with Vicky and Danny. Their channel is the Spiritual Gateway. And so I'm just to give you a synopsis. I didn't watch the whole entire video, but basically they've been using a spirit board and they're telling us different things or things that be going on or whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to react to it, and then we can go from there. Let's see, let me share my page. Entire screen. All right. Okay. Not too much. All right, let's get to it.
The Gateway program, the Kids, the Gifted and Talented program. I think it ran in America. I'm not sure if it ran in the UK. I don't think it did today.
I don't know, because people in the UK also.
Okay, first of all, let's talk about this. Have anybody that watched this video, have y'all ever been in this type of program? Raise your hand. Okay. Maybe I'm the only person, but I'm really trying to figure out like what the heck.
I remember going off the weird.
Well, yeah, maybe they had like a different type in the UK.
Yeah, I went and had strange hearing tests.
Yes, you did. Can we look into the Gateway Kids theory? Okay. What can you tell us about it? Not answer.
You don't want to answer questions about that?
As in, no, you don't, correct? I know, okay. What can you tell us about that, not answer?
They didn't get the answers they were looking for?
Bob told us that they were going to test the alien craft that night.
What can you tell us about it? Not answer. Okay. What's this Gateway Kids theory? Is there truth to it? That these children were being taken out of class and things like little experiments. So there is truth to that.
Oh, sorry.
Why were they doing this? People theorised that it was to see if people had abilities like telekinesis, clairvoyance, astral projection, astral travel. Is that correct? Is that why they were taking these kids out of class? You on target. I was right then. You're on target, not answer. You're not going to tell me I was right. Is that correct? No.
I'm really right. Come on, Hossa.
You're on target, not answer.
Let's phrase the question. Okay, so back in the 80s, was it?
80s and 90s.
Children remember being taken out of class in school. I feel it's more than just America.
Yeah.
I do think, in this country too. For certain tests, exercises, things, some people mention a drink.
I think the drink. Wearing clunky headphones, listening to weird tones.
Okay. Was that something other than what it was sort of wrapped up to be? So it wasn't a simple, we think little Jeffrey needs a hearing test?
No.
Okay.
So what I'm getting from it is that, because I had to do my own internal searching I am one of the gateway kids, okay? I am. And I can remember me as a child. I could not go to 4K because of the fact that like they didn't want me in school. When my mom tried to put me in 4K, they wouldn't allow me to go 4K because of the fact that I was too smart. Okay. I graduated early at 17. But I was too advanced. I won't say smart because that's just like a weird way of saying stuff. I was too advanced for 4K. I went straight to 5K at 4. So I was the only 4-year-old in 5K. And they made that known to me. Like, you know, you're special because um you didn't have to go to 4K. They just went ahead and skipped you to 5K because of the fact that I was already reading. I knew how to write. And I'm not going to lie, my mom, she went buku crazy when I was a child. Like, I literally had to learn. Like, I was reading at a second grade level in 5K already. Also, they taught us sign language, which I still remember to this day. A, B, C, D, E. I don't think that was right. But anyways, once it got to a certain point in time, okay, I'm in 4K, 5K, my bad. I'm in 5K. It got to a point where I was getting tested on. They will pull me out the classroom. Now, the way my parent raised me, or the way I just, in my brain, I always seen homework, classwork, anything, I was always competitive. So every time I seen something or something would have to be done, I wanted to do over and beyond. I wanted to make the highest grade in class. I wanted to be terrific kid. I wanted to be attendance, everything. I wanted to be number one. I wanted to be the line leader. That's how I was in starting out in like 5K or whatever. So from what she's saying is true. I remember being given a pink liquid. Let me start over. It first started off as a little teeny tests. And what they would do is we would come outside the classroom. We would go sit in a chair right outside the classroom with another person who I didn't know who this person was. I did not see them work at the school. And I'm talking about it as I'm remembering. So basically, they would have a visor between me and that person. Say if I'm sitting right here, this is the visor. I cannot see what's on the other side. So it would be, I think we did 3 different tests. One was me reading something out loud, reading, and I could read very well at that young age. It was nothing but like 4. Reading, they did hearing tests, and then they did like matching. And so I'm thinking in my head, I'm like a child, so I'm not really, you know what I'm saying? I'm going by because my parents always taught me trust an adult. But baby, you really can't trust adults. You can't because they be doing all type of like this. They literally was testing us. Okay, back to what happened. Basically, after I got the test, I never told my parents about me getting the liquid, about them testing me, or none of that. The only thing I remember is after so many times they done tested me outside of the classroom, they started to take me into another room. So I'm just showing the picture. Okay. So say if the classroom is right here, right? We will test right directly across in the hallway. Other people seen us. But as time went on, as months went on, basically I would get taken out of class. They would call me. I would get taken out of class during like we're sitting and we're learning stuff. So we're on the mats and we're learning stuff. And I can remember every single detail, which is so crazy, which is not crazy because that's just how my brain works. I remember everything. I can remember faces. I can remember numbers very well. Anyways, I'm just getting off topic. I probably have ADHD because that's just how my brain works. Like I'll be on something, on to the next, whatever. So next thing you know, the way you come out of the door, it's like a double door. So it's the nurse's office right here to the left of me, and you push through these double doors. And I love going through double doors. I don't know why. I'm just so fascinated. I was a child. I was fascinated with like pushing the little handle thing on the door. So literally, we're gonna get back to Danny and Vicky, but literally, they would take me into a room. I would drink this pink liquid and they would start doing testing on me. Now, this is the part that scares me and I don't really understand and I don't know how to like, because I can't talk to nobody about it. Nobody that I know except for one other child was getting taken out of my classroom. I don't even remember who it was. That's the point. Like, I don't remember nothing that happened once I started to do these testing on a weekly, because I was getting it done either every week, every few days. I don't even know, like it's not freaking me out, but it's like making me feel weird because of the fact that I can remember everything in my life. But that point in my life from 5K up to like second or third grade, I cannot remember day-to-day life, which is crazy. I remember everything. So basically, they would take me into a room. They would have the lights darkened. So it'd be dark in there. It'd be only one lamp. And no, it was not the what is it called? The kids that have to get like extra help. I didn't need extra help. I was overly doing too much. Overly talkative, overly like just overly a child. I guess you want to explain it like that or whatever. So basically, when I would go into this room, we would do testing. I would not remember nothing about the test. Even now, as I think about it, I do not remember nothing about me testing or anything. The only thing I remember is I got the liquid. Before I got to the class, they would give it to me outside of my regular class. I would walk down the hallway, go to the left, go through the double doors, walk down a path, which is like it's not a hallway, but it's outside. And it's 3 other buildings. We will go to this side building, which is, I don't even know what the building was called, but it was to the right-hand side. When you go into there, it's like a big room with a bunch of books and a whole bunch of stuff. So only thing I remember is I would go into this room. The room would be dark. They was doing tests. I don't remember what the test was. I don't even remember what I was reading, saying, or none of that. What I was hearing, none of that stuff. The only thing I remember is from the time me getting in there to the time I left, and I literally was in there hours. Maybe like an hour or so. Only thing I remember is when we was done, because I was fat. I won't say fat, but I was a greedy child and I love candy. I will always pick either Hershey Kiss or a lollipop, which is the Dum Dums. That's it. That's all I remember. It freaks me out because I can't talk to my family about it. Everybody think I'm fucking crazy. Only people I can come to is the internet to see if other people have went through the same thing I've went through. My parents, nothing. My parents did not even know these people was testing me. They did not even know. I asked my mom. I did. I asked her because I didn't know about this until I seen them on TikTok, and that's how I started following them. I seen them on TikTok, and I seen them talking about this. So I asked my mom, like when I found this video, I was like, whoa, I ain't thought it was like a thing or whatever. I thought it was just normal. I thought we was just kids that was overly new things. You get it? New things. But I'm thinking about like stories and books and reading and writing. That's what I'm thinking. No, we actually knew things. Whatever. And I asked my mom, I was like, hey, do you remember in like 5K that I was getting taken out of classroom and they was doing all these tests on me and I was given a pink liquid. I'm thinking because the liquid tastes just like, almost like penicillin. That's what it looked like. Pepto-Bismol or penicillin. That's the color. But the way it tastes, it almost tastes like penicillin, but I don't think it was. And my mama didn't give medicine to the nurse at school because she would always give it to me at home after school if I got sick or whatever. And I wasn't a sickly child. I rarely got a cold, rarely got sick. I got chicken pox once And that was during the time where everybody was getting chicken pox and like 5K or whatever. So, and she didn't never give the medicine to them for them to give it to me because I can't be in school if I got chicken pox. So that's not it. So I asked her and she was like, baby, I do not remember none of that. And let me tell you, I have two parents, 2-parent household. My parents are married. They've been married for 40 something years. But they was working every single day and they trusted the school with me. I don't trust nobody with my kids because I see the stuff that I went through and I never want my kids to go through that. Ever. I never want them to go through that. Anyways, I'm gonna get off me and we're gonna go back to Vicky now.
And how were children chosen for this program first? Was it just random?
No.
So certain children were picked because of certain things?
And that's why I feel like I was picked because it was nothing but me and a boy. And I don't even remember who the boy is. That's why it's so crazy. Like, I don't even remember who the boy was. What's going on?
What were the certain things that made them stand out to be picked? Colour of, is that correct? What's the next word?
So I have a little confession. I don't order my contacts from my eye doctor. I mean, look, I like convenience. If I have my prescription and I
Colour of dial
Colour of dial
on each
Enigma.
What's Enigma?
Enigma's a band, but I love Enigma. And Enigma's also, you're like unique. Someone or something that is mysterious, puzzling, or impossible to fully understand.
And that's how I feel now. I feel like I was never understood. Nobody never got me. And still to this day, people do not understand me. Like, I always felt like an outcast. I always felt weird. I always felt like I do not belong to this family. This is not the life I'm supposed to be living. And I accept the timeline that I'm on right now. Like, I accept that now. But at the time, growing up, bro, like,
It's 8 o'clock.
I was made to feel like I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it, bro. Like, it's so hard to explain that, but it's just like growing up in my town, like, bro, there's so many things that I want to get into, but I'm gonna just take it one step at a time. But I was just labeled weird growing up, you know, and it hurt my feelings a lot of times because more often than not, I try to fit in with motherfuckers. I really did. I really tried to fit in with people that I knew that was nothing like me, did not understand me, did not care to understand me, things of that nature. But I felt like I was an enigma.
Enigma is
Something you can't fully put your finger on.
a person that
It's
is hard to understand.
Okay.
And what's this colour dial?
Okay, so
Colour of dial.
okay. So I already know what color mine was. I never noticed it, but my mom has like pictures of me and my sister since we was like little. And she has them on the wall. And it shows from when I was little, like 5K, first grade type things. And something just told me like to go back and look at my photos from then. Bro, my eyes are not the same. From 5K into first grade and like third grade, I look totally different. And it's not because of my face just changing. No, it's like, it's the eyes. You always have to look at the eyes. The eyes tell you everything about a person. And I'm starting to notice that too. Like with my energy, I cannot deal with certain people. I cannot be around certain people. I cannot watch certain things. I cannot eat certain things. It's just because my spiritual like essence is raising back up from what it was when I was a child. Basically, this is what I'm getting from it. But I'm gonna skip on through. Let's see.
think that
But my Dow, back to that. That's what I was getting at. Back to that. My Dow, in one of my pictures, like, you know how they have the regular background for the school pictures or whatever, when we know Life Touch was in them files. Anyways, but I looked at my picture from the 5K, and in like around me was like a hue of green outside of what they put on the background. Because, you know, back in the day, like, I'm not that old, but like I'm old enough. So like in the 90s, they would literally, when you go to sit down, they would literally pull down the screen from the back of you. So they'll pull it down. And so the screen that I had was like a purplish, bluish, light blue color or whatever. But around me, myself, I can see the outline of me almost like a green hue, not dark green, but like a light green. And it did not have anything to do with the background, because the background was like blue, pink, and another color. And plus the colors is all like swirly looking. But yeah, like, I don't know. I don't want to make this live too long. You know, people get real distracted real quick. All right,
People that have certain colours of this energy source.
our attention span is like finito short.
Is that correct? Would that mean they would be like starseeds?
Angelic.
So Danny says, would they be starseeds? And it said yes, and angelics. That correct?
If what they're saying is true, I believe it to be true, because I'm gonna just kind of skip through the video. But from what they were saying was that people that came back, reincarnation, if you believe in that, they chose the life or that person they was going to be. And then once we got here, these people that's been here for the longest are attacking us. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've been through the worst things in life. I cannot say that. I won't say worst, but I have been through traumatic things in my life that I do not want my children to go through. I wouldn't want nobody else to go through that, but it was meant for me to go through it. Let's see, because I'm just trying to get the good parts out here.
Pink or real. Is she? No.
Mine is more like a green.
What's the heel prick test called?
Okay, definitely
the
they was
fruit
doing the
test.
heel prick test on my kids.
Okay.
Also, another thing too, when you have children, and no, I'm not paying for no non-ads on here, because I don't have the money to do it. I pay too much.
The vitamin K that they give babies when they're born.
I'm on live, boo.
Huh?
I'm on live.
I'm live for what?
People can see you.
I'm on live what?
I'm on live.
For what? On YouTube?
Yes.
What's on YouTube for?
I'm telling you I'm on live because you can be seen and they can hear you. I'm telling you.
Niggas in there?
I don't know, but people do watch like my lives. I'm gonna just have to delete that part out when we talking.
Okay. Wait, so like people asking what you see? Like,
You
you
just
ain't
walked into the camera like twice.
Oh, well, you didn't even tell me that.
No.
Well, I don't know. I've had 4 kids and I'm very new to all this. What is going on? How do you know all this?
My blood, Jay.
It's not.
I looked at my clothes and I didn't see it.
Which one you talking about? Look in your clothes.
I already did.
Look at both of your baskets.
I already did. Ain't
Which black tech you talking about though?
all black.
You got a bunch of all black ones.
Like all like nothing like
The one that you just got?
Yeah, on the phone, bro.
I don't know. I really don't, because I don't have no jackets in here at all.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm trying to be a midwife.
But I'm a mother. Do they not tell?
But you can have it as normal drop as well. So I remember that. But vitamin K, basically, baby's born. vitamin K, heel prick test. they're all
See,
kind of done at the
that's
same
another
time.
thing too. Like,
So
I don't understand half of the stuff that like I'm learning. I'm learning. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on in my brain. It's a lot of downloads. It's a lot of information that's been given. And I'm trying to take as much as I can with me. I'm trying to also memorize and keep things because this next generation, they're not going to have this. They're trying to get rid of everything. Like I've been growing plants. Like that's the whole my whole channel is about what I want it to be. But really, to be honest, about my gardening, spirituality, and all of this and above. But I recently, like in the yard, it's plants that's growing. Why am I sitting here overly trying to look up the plants in my area and no information? And then I went to the library to try to find information. Listen, if y'all don't understand now, everything is turning into subscription based. Everything is turning into buy. Just like how they were saying on say spin it. Okay, that's literally getting in your brain to say, oh, I got to spend money on stuff to be able to do da. Most times you have it right in your home and you can do it yourself. And most times if I hear that song, I don't say spend it. I say save that. Yeah, because I don't need to be spending no money. In this type of economy we got, the most thing I'll be spending money on is food. That's where most of my money go to. Food, bills, utilities, and my children. But yeah, y'all, I'm getting off track. That's why I say my brain is like ADHD. I literally cannot stay focused for nothing. All right, let's see what else we're talking about.
are they figuring this out? Doing it said doctors. Are they figuring this out? Doing the heel prick test. It said K. Yes.
Mhm.
But how would they figure it out?
Because they're taking our blood and they're testing it. They like I don't trust the GOV. Okay, I don't trust people under them. I don't trust none of them. They always say, "Oh, it's left and right." Do y'all not know it's one bird? Birds of a feather flock together. What are y'all not understanding about this? What are y'all not getting? And we are so dumb. Everybody around here making it about race and color and this, that, and women and man. That do not matter, bro. That do not matter. Like my peoples told me I have to start speaking more. I have to start doing things that I am uncomfortable with. Start telling my story, which it ain't really my story, it's just I don't even know how to explain it, bro. It's people out here that's just like me that feel like they're outcasts, that feel like they have no one to depend on. It's just them and their ancestors. And that's how I feel. And I'm tired of the back and forth bull crap. I am tired. I am tired of hearing everybody. We are getting on podcasts talking about why women need to do this, why men need to do this. Why are we talking about how you need to elevate yourself spiritually before you get married? Why are we not talking about these people that will suck you dry? Energy vampires. Why are we not talking about the NPCs? Why are we not talking about that, bro? We're talking about bullshit. We're talking about, and YouTube, please. But we're talking about BS, y'all. That stuff do not matter. And these kids nowadays, and I got 2 teenagers. They're so focused on, I got to have the latest shoe. I got to have the best clothes. I got to make sure my hair is done every day. Y'all, if the world was to explode today, that hairstyle, them shoes, and them clothes, and all those worldly possessions will not matter. I get tired of preaching to people because it's like you be wanting to preach to people and then you look at them and you just, bro, what? Why am I talking for? Why is I'm wasting my breath? Why is I'm wasting my energy on people who are not going to pay attention, who do not care? It's just I'm ranting. Let me shut up. I'm yapping too much.
By
But then it said K not needed.
yeah, so were you talking about the vitamin K? Prick the heel.
Yeah.
Hey, have you been researching dental implants? Did you know you can now get permanent teeth in just 24 hours? With most traditional
24
dental
hours.
And you put drops of blood on her. Family contradiction.
It shows up as a family between the baby and mother or something.
Because they do take the mother's blood as well.
Well, they'll have the mother's blood from pregnancy as well and
Yeah.
everything, won't they? But
For sure.
okay.
Prior to birth. So that doesn't happen. It just makes me wonder if that's linked in. Not the same blood as her. It says it as basically an invasion on the body and tries to remove the fetus.
Yeah.
So they give
The
mom,
RH.
and
That's people that have that RH gene and they have to literally get a shot while they're pregnant so their body will not, the child or whatever. Yeah. I don't have that gene though. I have, and I don't want to tell y'all my blood type.
injection prior to birth. So that doesn't happen. It just makes me wonder if that's linked into it as well. Because the baby becomes alien to the mother at that point.
It
Is
does.
that a thing? Does that come into any of this?
Skin colour,
Like we're talking like
energy colour, then you get taken into this GATE program in school.
I wonder if they like look at the blood under a special
Yeah, I reckon they do. Oh, sorry.
K's.
When did they start doing the vitamin K injection? Do that in America though? I mean, I presume they do.
Test eons. I know what eons are.
Eons
We
is
had
like
this come through the other day.
over
Eons.
centuries.
It's like millennia. It's
Yeah.
never ending. It's geological time spanning hundreds of millions to billions.
Suppress abilities.
So if they're very good.
Or suppress.
Let's go
We
back.
had this come
I'm
through the
just-
other day. Eons.
I'm going to
It's
test.
like millennia. It's never ending. It's geological time spanning hundreds of millions to billions of years.
Test eons to sort or suppress.
Oh.
I don't.
Would an eon be an old soul?
Oh, blood too.
Ah, that's why it's called an eon.
Okay. To sort or suppress. So I get the suppress bit. So it's for some of the kids, they're like, well, we want to suppress abilities.
So if they're very gifted, yeah.
And definitely
purpose,
suppress
things
it.
like that. What does to sort mean?
I'm not gonna go too much on their video because of the fact that, like, I said what I said. I said what I said. Okay. I said what I said. Okay. Now let's just do a recap. Okay. 1, I was a gateway child. Growing up, and I was tested on. 2, the abilities that I have was suppressed. But guess what? They thought they was doing something, but it wasn't because my abilities passed on to my children. And I still have my abilities. But what happened was everything was against me. Like, I don't want to get into too much, but just know that when you're being raised in a household with people that are Christians and that's who they believe in, a lot of times they suppress you. Even without those folks, they suppress you regardless. It's so many things I wanted to do and be growing up because I knew I was so smart. I could still do it now if I wanted to, but I just don't like the pressures that comes with being a doctor because that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a doctor. That's the first thing when they asked us when we was kids, I was like, a doctor, because I love helping people. I'm a talkative ass person. If you ever met me in real life or anything of that nature, I will talk you Not to death, but I will talk a lot. Also, what else? I don't know. I just think that at the end of the day, with the new generation of parents, they're not stopping their kids. They're not suppressing them. They're not allowing people to be doing things to them. They're not allowing the school just to raise them. And that's what was going on with my generation, which is, what's my generation? I'm not Gen X. I don't freaking know. The 90 babies. Because all this X and... Anyways, born in 90s, raised with parents that was born in the 50s, 60s. So they're the type of people that quiet on the creek type people. They don't want to spill the beans about family things that happened or what was going on. Yeah, just a lot of secrecy, a lot of hiding, a lot of things going in the family that should not be going on. Not really overly affectionate, just things of that nature. And I just feel like at the end of the day, that helped me to be who I am today. Totally fine. I'm not hurt by it no more. I'm still hurt, or like, I don't know. I feel kind of confused or weird about what went on with the school and stuff like that, and the gay rape program and stuff like that. Because I felt like I really was suppressed. Like, it was years I did not talk about. I'll say when I started getting back spirituality, I can't even talk. Dang. When I started to get back into spirituality, when I started to get back into that, I had to be around about 12 or 11. And once I started being spiritual and journaling, and bro, during that time, that's when Facebook and none of that stuff was out yet. I still was watching YouTube. Was I watching YouTube during that time? 11 and 12? Yeah, I had to be. I was watching YouTube, movies, cartoons, things of that nature. And also I just was like ODing on like books. That's another thing too. Like, I had to escape my reality. And my reality wasn't bad, but I wanted to escape it so bad because I couldn't be who I truly was. And I felt like nobody understood me, nobody got me. My grandma would go crazy on me, even though, like, because when I went to church, I was a church. My parents I can't even talk. They're trying to tell me to hush in this live because I'm talking too much and I'm going into too much shit. Okay, y'all, I'm in for today. That's just a little tidbit I wanted to kind of go over. Leave some comments. If there anybody in the Gateway kids that went through this, comment, leave a little something for your girl. Because I be wanting to know, like, who else went through this? I'm the only person that actually had this experience. And I know I'm not. But I just want to see. But yeah, y'all, I'm off of this for today. I probably won't see y'all again for like another week because I don't have no updates regarding my plants right now. They're just thriving. Once everything start to get a little, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of, then I'll start, vlogging that too. But I hope y'all have a good night. I hope you connected in some type of way. And yeah, welcome to the family.